In the world of professional sports, salaries are often kept under wraps. But for Formula One fans, one question always lingers: how much do the pit crew earn? Turns out, it's a pretty lucrative career path. Considering the role of the pit crew is crucial to a team's success, it's no surprise that they're well compensated for their efforts. In this video we'll take a closer look at how much does Formula One team pit crew earn in 2024, and explore just what goes into making this kind of money. We'll also look at what it takes to be a member of a Formula One pit crew and different responsibilities they have. Here's a list of the yearly salaries for each position on an F1 team's pit crew, based on information from online sources. The major difference between the two, apart from one being the pinnacle of motorsport championships and the other like the new kid in town, is that Formula One is fuel-driven while Formula E cars are racing towards a cleaner future with their all-powered electric engine. The table we'll show categorizes the main differences between the two. There's a lot of responsibility that falls on the shoulders of a crew chief. Not only do they have to select the right tires for each race, but they also have to manage the pit crew and make sure that everything runs smoothly. As such, they are often some of the highest paid members of an F1 team, considering the level of responsibility. The crew chief is also responsible for communicating with the driver during a race. On top of all that, they also need to be able to make quick decisions in the heat of the moment. After all, every second counts in Formula One. One of the most important members of the pit crew is the refueling person. They are responsible for, you guessed it, refueling the car during a pit stop. However, this is no longer done during races. Before 2010, when regulation changes to F1 races came into effect, this crew member had to be able to refuel vehicles at estimated rates of 12 liters of fuel per second. Tire changing is one of the most important parts of a pit stop. After all, if the tires are in bad shape, it can have a significant impact on the driver's performance. Teams usually have 4 tire changers, who are responsible for changing all 4 tires of the car during a pit stop. This crew member is responsible for operating the jack that lifts the car during a pit stop. There are usually 2 jackmen on a team. They are in charge of using a lever to lift the car and then putting it back on its wheels so the driver can get back in the race. It's important that they do this quickly and without any issues, as it can impact the driver's performance. Nowadays, most cars have adjustable front wings. This allows the driver to change the angle of the front wing during a race, which can impact the aerodynamics of the car. The wingmen are responsible for adjusting the front wing during a pit stop. This is usually done based on the driver's instructions, as they will know what angle is best for the current conditions. It's a crucial part of the pit stop, as even a small change can make a big difference to the car's performance. When a car comes into the pit, it needs to be made completely stable before the tire changes can do their job. Otherwise, there is a risk of the car falling off the jack or something else going wrong. That's where the stabilizers come in. There are usually 2 stabilizers on a team, who are responsible for making sure the car is completely stable before the tire changes start their work. Last but not least, there is the fire extinguisher. This crew member is responsible for, you guessed it, putting out fires. They also help to cool down the brakes after a pit stop, as they can get very hot. It's important to have a fire extinguisher on hand, as there is always a risk of fire when dealing with cars and petrol. Now that we've gone over the different roles of the pit crew, you might be wondering how you can become a member yourself. Now, we'll be taking a look at what it takes to be a part of a Formula One pit crew, what the requirements are, and what the selection process is like. First and foremost, it is important to remember that there is no set path to becoming a member of a Formula One pit crew. In most cases, crew members are hand-picked by the team's management based on their skills and abilities. Members of the pit crew typically come from a variety of backgrounds. Some of them might have previous experience working on cars, while others might have been athletes in their previous career. The important thing is that they have the necessary skills to do their job well. The first step is to get the right education. If you want to be a member of a Formula One pit crew, you need to have a strong understanding of how cars work. This means having a background in engineering or mechanics. You can get this education by completing a degree at a university or college. Alternatively, you can also complete an apprenticeship with a team or manufacturer. Either way, it's important that you have the necessary skills and knowledge to do your job well. Pit stops are a fundamental aspect of Formula One races. They are not merely routine vehicle maintenance breaks but adrenaline-fueled spectacles where seconds count. During a pit stop, the car pulls into the pit lane, and a synchronized ballet of precision unfolds. Within a matter of seconds, the pit crew springs into action, armed with an arsenal of tools and equipment. Their goal is to execute a seamless operation, changing tires, refueling, and making any necessary adjustments to the car, all while the clock ticks away. Speed is paramount in pit stops, as a few extra seconds can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Pit crews have mastered the art of speed, with some teams achieving sub-2-second pit stops, a truly astonishing feat. Achieving such rapid turnarounds requires meticulous planning, rigorous training, and exceptional teamwork. Teamwork lies at the heart of a successful pit stop. Every member of the crew has a specific role to play, and their individual responsibilities are finely tuned for maximum efficiency. From the tire changes to the jack operators, fuelers to the mechanics, each member is trained extensively to perform their tasks flawlessly. The crew members move in perfect sync, relying on their well-honed instincts and muscle memory to complete their assigned duties with lightning speed. One of the most awe-inspiring aspects of pit stops is the coordination and communication between the crew members. In the midst of the chaos, their ability to work harmoniously as a team is truly remarkable. Clear and concise communication is paramount, with crew chiefs and team managers orchestrating the entire operation from a strategic standpoint. They relay crucial information to the crew members, ensuring that everyone is aware of the current situation and adapting to changing circumstances on the fly. As the spotlight on Formula One continues to grow, it is essential not to overlook the invaluable contributions of the pit crews. These unsung heroes work tirelessly to ensure the success of their teams, often going unnoticed by the casual observer. Their dedication and skill contribute significantly to the overall performance of the race car and can make all the difference in securing a victory. Beyond their responsibilities during pit stops, pit crews also play a vital role in the overall performance of the race car throughout the entire race weekend. They are responsible for preparing and maintaining the cars, conducting pre-race inspections, making adjustments based on feedback from the drivers, and continuously monitoring the vehicle's performance during practice sessions and qualifying rounds. Their expertise and attention to detail ensure that the race car is in optimal condition and can perform at its peak during the race. Moreover, pit crews are not limited to their technical duties. They also provide essential emotional support to the drivers, fostering a sense of camaraderie and trust within the team. Pit crew members often develop strong bonds with the drivers, sharing in their triumphs and disappointments. The drivers rely on the crew's expertise, and the crew members take pride in their role as the unsung heroes behind the driver's success. So, the next time you watch a Formula One race, take a moment to recognize and applaud the pit crews. Behind the scenes, they work tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of speed and precision to ensure that every second counts. They are the unsung heroes who, with their unwavering commitment and expertise, play an integral role in the pursuit of victory in the fast-paced world of Formula One. Thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below for more F1 content. See you on the next video.